I've lived in 4 countries since last year. I was in France last year when we started in the Eco Village, and I left. I went to the Netherlands. Then I went back to France, and now I'm in Ireland. So it's kind of like, whoa.
And you
And
visited
so much has,
Australia, right?
and I went for 3 weeks to Australia. Oh my God, yeah, yeah. Wow. Well, I definitely want more traveling. I have way more trust in me, who I be, who I am, which is so amazing that I can be me and I don't really have to go there anymore. And it's changed so much even here. It's just incredible. It's just really, and I've tapped into more magic with the horses and everything, and way more. But that's kind of what came to me.
Life has been shifting like a lot. It's been really out of control lately. So I'm asking, how does it get any better than this? And what would it take to have way more abundance in my life and to be able to travel more?
I was really detached. Like all the tools, even though I know them, I'm with them, they felt really fuzzy, and that was very frustrating last year. And my traveling really taught me, kind of throw me around. I was in the ringer. I was getting mad, upset, depressed, all the things. But the tools, I knew them, but they were fuzzy. They weren't working for me the same way that they'd worked prior years. What's transformed out of that is a reigniting of the tools, a reigniting of my knowing, a reigniting of my trust in myself. And that great saying is, what you did to get here won't get you there. You have to press refresh. You have to try things when you're trying to break a new level. You have to dissolve what got you here, because you'll just stay here using the same tools the same way. So it's really shown what that is in practice, not just in theory. It was probably the last 3 months of conversation. The conversations were really pushing my edges. So that has changed over the year of getting back into clarity and owning of the tools and the magic. And my big ask for next year is to really be in the actualization of all my luxurious asks.
What changed for me this year is so much more of my capacities and finding them out and working with them and learning to see what my wizardry, my capacities with that is. So I love my life more, and seeing that I can choose greater and bigger, and that is also my ask for next year, actualizing my dreams and my capacities more, and with money and with my magic and ease, joy and glory.
I definitely feel like I stepped into more me. The greater awareness that I had, the confidence, more me, choosing for me.
I recognized a while ago that instead of expanding out, I really required to expand in and explore me, like the being. And it's like the more I expand in, the further in it goes. So there's no end to that either, which is fascinating and has been an interesting exploration. And so being part of the membership as long as I have has contributed to breaking down or breaking through the walls I have between me and me. And that's my ask for this next year and for my entire life, right? Is to continue exploring me and what that is and who that is.
The thing that's the clearest for me that has changed really lies in me winning the game of chicken that I didn't know that I was playing with the trash cans with my car mirror. I smashed it to bits, y'all, and then I pulled into my driveway and went on with my life like nothing had happened. And the whole time that I'm remembering it, I'm like, I'm not freaking out about this. Why am I not freaking out about this? I would normally be freaking out about this. So it's not just the car mirror, kind of blanket broad spectrum across my life. I'm just not going into meltdown or collapse around things that I would have gone into week-long collapses this time last year, I would have just been like, I'll be back in 3 weeks when I'm done crying. So that's pretty humongous. I gave myself the challenge of getting 100 no's in 100 days as a way to increase my financial bottom line. And I'm not doing it perfectly, and I'm okay with it. It's all really just startling and shocking. But like, I'm just kind of going around with ease. My question of like, how much ease can I have with this is like becoming a reality, and it's blowing my mind in like wild ways.
Mimi says, I almost don't remember where I was last September. And most of the acknowledgement is energetic rather than words. Yeah, I can just perceive that I'm not the same in deep levels. More of me, less filters, even in my asks. For next year, she would like a life full of ease and fun, and also the actualizations of her asks. More relaxation and money flow supporting me. I love that a lot of us have similar, but even like slightly different, like we're all adding a different energy to similar asks. Like, yeah, more money and more fun and more ease and joy, and actualization is actually one of my big asks. So I love that that's showing up.
I think for me, like so much obviously has changed, but one of the big things is really becoming more aware of when and I'm having one foot in this reality and one foot out, and being more present and aware of the different areas in my life where I function from that, and the excitement of, you know, being able to choose differently is exciting.